on pulling the black card, baby. What they do they like it like that? When you're talking so black, where you at, where you at, where you at, black, where you at, black? Do they like it like that? Rick, you crazy. Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a good evening, afternoon, or morning, wherever you are in the world. I am Allison Johnson, and you are looking at Pulling the Black Card. Um, I tell you, this whole situation with Shannon Sharp, I knew that many people in the Black community, many comedians, um, who want a clout chase. What is happening to Shannon Sharp right now? This is the epitome of clout chasing. Because sure, they used to say little snide things about Shannon Sharp, maybe, with his sexuality. And I must say, him bringing his assistant, his stylist, to sit front court at 4 games, who is clearly gay, didn't help matters any. It didn't. But I don't believe if he would not be having all this success right now, would people be digging into his sexuality, his what he chooses to sleep with. Listen, I personally do not care. That's between he and his God. That's who he has to answer to, or the woman he's with, or whatever the situation. But it seems that we got a lot of crabs in the barrel, you know, trying to pull somebody down instead of celebrating this man for this great achievement. When I looked yesterday, it was the Cat Williams interview was at 59 million, and second only to Rogan, a white man who calls us the N word at will. Okay, instead of celebrating Shannon and hoping he surpasses Rogan, what are people doing? They're going on their podcasts. People like Mace saying snide things, because what they're figured out is that Mike Epps got the attention he wanted. Mike Epps told the Indie Star, he said, I I I I I walked up to him, I saw him, I showed him love, we hugged, we shook hands, we talked, and we settled our differences as grown men, which was a good thing. That's what he said. Now, what's so odd is when he was speaking on his when Shannon was talking about pulling up. Now everybody knew. I personally knew. I thought that when Shannon Sharp addressed the jokes that Mike Epps told, and some people said he should ignore it. But listen, if you keep ignoring something, especially something as big as who you choose to sleep with. If Shannon would have kept ignoring it, people would have said, why doesn't he address it? Why doesn't he address it? Because that's what they were saying. So he addressed it. And he said he was going to pull up. They both were going to be at the NBA All-Star Week, you know, on Thursday. And he said that he was going to pull up and have a conversation with Mike. Okay. Now, Mike went on to then start talking about bang, bang, banging and blinkies. And I thought it was such a horrible thing, because we have so much violence in our community. We should not, I don't think that should have been the first thing that Mike Epps said. But Mike Epps needs that attention because Mike Epps has a Netflix comedy special that's on now, and then he knew it was coming on. It hadn't aired as yet, and he wanted publicity. He even said that he was jealous of Kat and he wished they would have talked about him. But then yet and still, when he uses the excuse of telling this joke, this gay joke about Shannon Sharp and calling him Medea and saying that Sharp, he refused. Sharp asked him to come on, the Shayshay, and he refused because he didn't want to be like Cat and have this dude looking at his balls and all of this kind of crap. All right. And then now he can shake hands and give hugs and all of that. I think he had a feeling. Okay, Shannon's probably at the end of his rope, and he's probably gonna address this. This would be good for me. I'm gonna end up on the show. Like, I don't even hear white people talking all this gay stuff with Shannon Sharp. He's zesty. I never see. Why do so many straight men, like, I don't care who he sleeps with. Who Shannon sleeps with has to do with him, the woman he's with. If Shannon is down low, no one else has to deal with that. The only person or thing that Shannon has to deal with is his Lord, his God, his Lord and Savior, or whoever he worships, and the woman he may be seeing. All of us, I don't really care. Like, he's not walking around switching his hips or doing all of that. He has said he is not gay. He addressed it. He said he wasn't gay. Now, I will say this. I don't think in 2024 people, and he did this in 2023, are custom of seeing a big strapping man taking his openly gay so-called stylist, because from my research, he is not a stylist. He always says he's a stylist. I heard that what I'm finding in my research is to be around these people, but I don't know if he's a stylist or not. But all I know is Mr. Hollywood. That's his name, Hollywood. That's what he calls himself. That's what you could call him, is Hollywood. And Hollywood, I don't think, if you're trying to give off this manly persona and that you're not gay, I don't think that is the right man to sit with on court side. I don't understand why Shannon couldn't have brought anyone else. I don't know what made him. I don't know if he thinks his muscles exempt him from people saying and seeing him with this openly gay, flashy gay man. I don't know if y'all heard him talk, but he talked like this. He very gay, and he's a very feminine gay. That's how Hollywood talks, like that. Okay. I just don't think, if you don't want people, this is the world we live in. I'm sorry, but if you don't want people to start calling you gay or thinking you're gay, one game, maybe you may say, okay, they're cool. They've got a rapport. They're friends now. That's his stylist. But bringing them to 4 damn courtside games, that's a little much. And once, they weren't saying too much then, but once you garnered all these views and you're getting all this success and you the number one brother on YouTube, you're going to have people like Mace coming for your head. It's sad. It's really, really sad. We should be celebrating, because not only celebrating the numbers, but and people calling him messy Shayshay. The thing about Shannon Sharp, when he does his interviews, which he calls conversations, he's really not being messy. He lets the people talk. What happens is he's inviting people on with who already have issues and they have an agenda. Monique had an agenda. Kat had an agenda. People, and with Kat, I understand a little more because people actually came on Club Shayshay and said things that he felt were untruths, untrue, and he was, correcting that. Monique, you're gonna get a lot of I don't even want to get into Monique right now. We talking about Shayshay, Shannon Sharp, and I do believe, especially this person Hollywood, his stylist that he has now since fired. When I found out that this openly gay man, um, he has a pattern of dating down low NFL football players, and the most known player was Kerry Rhodes, who also said that Hollywood was his stylist as well. And Rhodes denied that he was gay. And then all of a sudden, these pictures were leaked. I don't know. Allegedly, I believe they were leaked by Hollywood because I've seen interviews of Hollywood who talk like this, who was said that he was very upset that this man, whom he really had strong feelings for, denied him. I don't know why he was shocked. He knew he was dating someone who was on the down low. But I believe, it's just my speculations, that he is the person who leaked these pictures. And the pictures were leaked. The man's career was destroyed. And I'm sure, I can't say I'm sure. I don't like saying I'm sure of something. But I'm almost sure that Shannon Sharp has heard this story. Shannon Sharp probably has reported on this story, okay, back when it was, alive and well. So I don't understand why he thought that this was going to fly, taking this man to sit courtside. You're going to catch it. And look at him. They're sitting very close. Legs are touching, arms are touching. Now, Shannon is a big fella. He's a big fella, you know. But Shannon says he's not gay. And once a person says he's not gay, I don't care what Shannon does, unless we see Shannon kissing a man or actually in tape in a loving, relationship type of, or a sex tape or something comes out. We got to take the man for his word. And I just don't understand why so many, and I love my black brothers. Y'all know I love y'all. But it is mostly men, straight men, who are coming after Shannon. And it's a lot of straight men who have platforms of their own. And I'm feeling a lot of hate. This is hate he's getting. Instead of supporting Shannon, being proud of what Shannon did. Because most likely everybody who's talking about Shannon is, Corey, who goes in on Shannon, Mace, who just finished talking some mess. I know some information about Mace. That's why I'm not feeling what Mace had to say, but it seems like it's people who have platforms that are hating on him instead of celebrating what he's doing. He's accomplishing something. And I hope he passes Rogan, who uses the N-word like he's an N-word. I don't use the N-word. I mean, sometimes it'll slip every now and then. But I never forget my auntie and my grandparents used to always say that is usually the last thing a white person called you before they killed you back in the day. So Mike Epps will probably end up on Club Shayshay. What he said he wanted, remember, he was jealous. He said it. It came out of his own mouth. And he'll probably get what he wants, and the numbers will be astronomical. or out, just through the roof. It's going to be crazy. So, Mr. Shannon Sharp, um, and they're saying that a lot of these men who are on the down low, who have a high profile, they usually end up dating a lot of white women because white women, they can take the bisexuality. It's not such a big deal as with a sister. She ain't about to go for that. Well, we know one sister that I believe is going for that, and that's Miss Monique. My babies, my babies. Yeah. So some sisters will go for a brother on the down low, but I can see, I don't know. I didn't do the stats on that, but that's what they're saying. And that's why they're coming out with, oh, Shannon Sharp only dates white women. I don't know, but all I know is I enjoy his show. I enjoy the nightcap show with Ocho. I think they're very entertaining. I think Club Shayshay is very entertaining, and I like his style of interviewing. I like the way he lets people talk and tell their truth. And I think Mike Epps saw Country Wayne come after Cat Williams and then Monique, and he got in his feelings, and it may have gotten him a spot. So now people are coming for Shannon. People who are never going to garner 59 million. It's hard to do. So let's start supporting each other. Let's stop worrying about, he's not walking around with nail polish. As people could say they don't like the nail polish. I personally could not be with a man. I don't like men in nail polish. I like manly men. Nail polish makes me think of feminine, a feminine thing. I got on nail polish right now. If it ain't clear, I don't want to see a brother in it. So Shannon, keep doing what you're doing. I hope the best for you. And I think we need to start supporting each other. Just let's support each other. We have enough from the outsiders coming for us. And how I know it's because of his numbers is I wasn't hearing all this hate before. Like, you heard little whispers, people saying little nice, funny kind of things, but it wasn't like people going in. It's become like just not even an interview, the numbers he's getting. Now it's all about who he's sleeping with. Why does a straight man care? Like, I would think women would care more of who Shannon was sleeping with, because it's one more man that is out of the dating pool. You know what I'm saying? But a straight man, if Shannon ain't flirting with you and grabbing on your crotch, why do you care? Shannon, keep doing what you're doing. Let's support the brother. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, the rest of your weekend. And I had to say it because it was getting on my nerve, this coming after him. And now his children are asking him about it. But I will reiterate, you cannot. I know a lot of people say, well, why can't a straight man have a gay friend? It's 2020. That was in 2023 when those, and I think he, like, did he go with him to the Super Bowl too? I don't know, so I don't want to say it. But in 2024, people are not ready to see that. It is what it is. They just not ready to see that. So if you don't want to, I hate to say, I know you don't want to change what you do, to please other people. But in this world, with all this social media and the way it is, you got to change the way you move, Shannon. You can't have an openly flaming gay man sit courtside with you if he's not a family member. And that's what it is. And that's why people are calling you things like fruity booty and stuff like that. So let's Shannon, I suggest they said he fired him. And I'm worried for Shannon. Okay. I hope he paid this dude off, because even if Shannon never did anything with the dude, it sounds like a big paycheck can be in store for this young man, Hollywood. um, I hope all goes well for Shannon Sharp, and I celebrate you, brother, because you are doing some great numbers without having people shaking their ass or saying ridiculous, like, well, people are going to say ridiculous things, but just not you're not embarrassing us, or I don't feel like when I see you doing your interviews, it's not cringeworthy. I think we should just look at Shannon and enjoy his show. And if you don't like his show, don't look at it. But all you podcasting men who have all these things to say now, it's starting to sound like hate. And it's not good. Let's support our brother. That's what we need. Our brothers need support. We're always saying that we don't, we don't support each other. So let's start now. Much love, y'all. Have a great night. Peace. I'm out.